Welcome everyone to another episode of Starmade. Oh guys, look at this. This is just crazy insane. Due to the most recent update, you can see objects from so far away, and this makes you really realize just how many planets there actually are. Anyways guys, what we are gonna do in today's episode in the first part is exporting this sector into a completely new universe. This essentially means we will be keeping all of our stuff which is in this sector, but at the same time we will be enjoying all of the new features of the update just as they're meant to be and not with this crazy amount of planets. I think we will be setting ourselves up at the 000 position of the universe. And from there we basically will be able to expand, hopefully. But let's actually learn how to export a sector. In order to do so, you have to know in which sector you are. So for instance, here we are in the sector 885. You also require to be the admin, or it will work in single player for sure. So let's type in the command export sector 885 and we can give it a name. Let's call it main base. Something like that. The name actually doesn't really matter, as long as you remember it, I suppose. But let's export that bad boy. And did it actually work? I'm not sure. We didn't get a confirmation, but we can check in another way. There we go. What you have to do is locate your Starmade folder wherever you have that located and check for the sector export file. In here we have our main base file, which we successfully exported from the looks of it. What I'm also gonna do is create another backup just to be sure that we don't lose anything once we import this sector to the new world. Okay, I just found another feature I wasn't aware it is implemented, namely the world manager. So I could actually create a new world without deleting the old one. That is actually pretty handy. I'm not even sure if that was in all the time. I thought you had to create a new universe and, kind of overwrite the old one. But that is definitely not the case anymore. We have started in the sector 222, which by default you start in because there is the NPC shop. Now from what I've heard, you have to import the sector at least 2 sectors away from your current location, so I believe 000 would be a good sector to import the stuff. Let's try that. Now this one is actually pretty easy. We only have to do it vice versa by importing a sector, and we're gonna import it into the sector 000, and the name is of course main base. Okay, let's see if that actually works. Oh, I do have lag spikes, which is interesting, and we get an auto-saving. Maybe this is a coincidence, but I don't believe so. So let's actually create a ship core. We're gonna make a new waypoint to 0,0,0. That should be good. There we go. And let's fly off to this waypoint, which is 5 kilometers away. Oh geez, I cannot wait to get started in this whole new universe. I mean guys, look at this. Look at the freaking universe. Oh yeah. We will dominate it, hopefully. Oh, I can already see my planet. Is it my planet? Is it my mothership? Is everything secure? Oh geez, what happened? This is actually my mothership. It doesn't seem to be the same distance away from the planet, but it is definitely my mothership. So I also presume everything we have in storage chests is right there. It is actually closer to the planet than I thought. But guys, we are in sector 000 and we have successfully imported all of our stuff. Isn't that just the best thing ever? Well, I would say that means we can start off with the actual episode. Look at this guys, this is rather interesting. I'm standing still right now and you can see that the mothership is turning around with the planet. Well, turning around, it is rotating, but you know what I mean. And if I go slightly more to the front, I will be changing into the same orbit. And now you don't see them turning around anymore because we are turning with them. And you could also also see the background change. So previously we couldn't observe this as clearly because I've never experienced the background change being related to the actual orbiting system. The orbiting system is crazy complicated. You can actually show the planet orbits, but you can also show the orbital sectors, and I'm not sure, I think some of them are like overlapping, and oh man, I don't want to know the mathematics that are behind this whole system. I'm pretty impressed, I have to say. Well guys, I have to say this universe, this new system is so insanely cool. For instance, I'm on the lookout for a space station, and you can see over here we do have the closest space station, at least in our sector, and it is located at 1, 2, -8. So I think that's gonna be our next destination. New waypoint, 1, 2, -8. There we go. And it is about 8 kilometers away, so I shall see you over there. And who would have thought we have actually found the space station? This is so cool. Now some of you might be asking, why are we on the lookout for another space station yet again? And the reason for that, of course, is because we have been stripped of most of our materials as well as our credits. I mean, we could theoretically cheat in some again in order to compensate for that, but I'd rather take apart some more space stations. I also want to try out this new scrap metal system. I'm not sure what it is all about. Did I build this ship before a power update? Look at this, I'm using energy like a crazy madman. But nevertheless, we want to have a look in our inventory and check what kind of materials we're getting. I should have read that more closely. I thought you only get some scrap materials or something like that instead of the actual blocks. Yeah, you can only salvage scrap. Press M on the station to repair. Okay, that is rather interesting. Okay, so I actually think I built this ship in a way so that everything goes into this block. And it actually did, yeah, we got some scrap alloy and scrap composite. Okay, I guess those guys we will be able to actually sell off at stations for a lot of money, I hope. But not as much as you would be getting if you got, you know, all the materials as they are. But from the looks of it, my ship is not able to keep up with the power supply it would need to produce for this to actually work, this salvage beam. So this is another ship we can scrap and redesign so that it might actually work. I don't know, maybe we can do something about it. It's a little bit of an experimental episode, but we shall see where it leads us. Okay, so we got the power reactor. A little bit improved, but we do not have a recharge unit in order to do something about it, so we will still be using lots of energy. Oh geez, what a day to start off the new universe. So maybe we're gonna look for a shop, sell a bunch of stuff, maybe we can take apart the station with a build block again. Let's see if Schema has thought of that too. Okay guys, here we are at a shop and we shall find out just how much this scrap metal is actually worth. And oh geez, my ship is going away from me! Oh no! Let's have a look inside of it. We're gonna take all of these scrap metals. We're gonna move towards the shop so that we can sell stuff. Make sure we come to a complete halt, and let's see. Over 1000 scrap composite. Just how much? Oh no. It's not a lot. It's definitely not a lot, but you know, we haven't done much at the space station. I guess if we salvage the whole space station, we might get away a little bit better. So what we shall try... Whoa. The build block alone is 2,907 credits. That's fine, we can afford one build block, and in case that doesn't work, we need to actually get some power, some more power! We might want to increase the capacity. Let's just buy a few of those guys and buy a few of those guys. Oh no, they do not have any more. That's not good. That's definitely not good, but maybe we can do something with the materials we already have. We're just gonna expand this. That shall be good, and on top of it we are gonna build more capacity. I highly doubt that this will do anything. I basically just need it to be improved so that we can salvage with this ship without losing too much power. But look at this, it's gone within a second, and from the looks of it we will be needing a lot more. I assume an alternative would be to actually reduce the amount of salvage beams we have, which of course would be a major letdown, but it is still one of the possibilities we do have, right? So we do have lots of cannon barrels. I guess those guys speed up the salvage speed. Yeah, I do remember now, but they also caused us a lot of power issues. So maybe there is another way. So I think what we could start doing is just take out a few of those guys. You know, maybe just this middle center line. Okay, so let's see how that feels. Oh geez, it's still going. Oh no, we would have to remove so much. I think it's better just to rebuild the whole thing. So let's actually go back to the space station and see if we can do something with it with the build block. Okay, so here we are at the space station. On the way here, I actually encountered some pirates. I'm really glad about that. I have never seen pirates in... Whoa, what just happened? And gravity neutralized. Anyways, I've never seen pirates in the old universe. Maybe sometimes just on a flyby, but not nearby my sectors anyways. Okay, let's see if that will work. This station is decayed. Okay, I won't be able to salvage the blocks I place. Let's see if we can salvage this, and what do we get? Yeah, we get the scrap as well, so that is great. You cannot make tons of money anymore using space stations. You will have to put in a lot more work, but nevertheless we can still take our symmetry planes, put them right here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. There we go. That should be good. And we're gonna set the second plane right here. And if we want to be even faster, we could do something like making another plane right there. But I'm actually not gonna do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna take apart the build block. That usually happens to me. Okay, let's increase the size of our remove tool. We're gonna go into remove mode and take things apart. Oh geez, that's gonna be a big chunk, and swoosh! Oh jeez, that was pretty significant, I have to say. Crazy, look at the scrap we're getting. It's just counting up and up and up. This build block is really, really important if you're getting started. Nevertheless, let's just keep taking things apart. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a gunner in no time. Take this apart. Oh yeah. Great. Oh geez, look at that! It's a pirate station. They have a station right here as well. That's crazy. I didn't even see that on the map. Maybe you first have to discover it though. What is that? A spider? Oh, there's a drone. There's a drone left. But I think we have taken the whole space station apart, which is, yeah, pretty much about 90,000 scrap of each kind. Interesting. Let's take apart the build blocks so that we get pushed out of the station, and theoretically it should not be on the map anymore. It is still on the map and it still says undiscovered station. I'm not sure I'm getting that. Maybe it needs to refresh or something. Or even worse, I have forgotten a block somewhere which we will never find again. One single block that still belongs to that station. Oh dear. Anyways, time to get to yet another station. Take this apart as well, and then we are gonna go on a big selling spree. guys, the survival aspect of Starmade seems to be finally here. It is such a nuisance to get rid of all the scrap. Look at what I still have, 100 and almost 40,000 freaking scrap. So far I've made a good 150,000 credits, which is not nearly enough for what I intend to do. Now, I do like set mechanic in certain ways, you know, kind of the concept, but looking for all the shops which kind of spawn rarely in my universe. Maybe that's something in the configs I should adjust so that we have a lot more shops where we can sell stuff and make money. But still, there are not a lot of shops around, and I think I've almost scouted all of the sector. There's probably still some up here. I haven't been up here a lot, but they are rare and they only take a certain amount of material. Another thing I wonder is how long will it take for them to again accept the same items, or will they never be accepting them again? I mean, once we have filled a shop with the scrap, will we ever be able to sell scrap again, or do we have to go into different systems and so on and so forth? That is a rather valid question, because I do not want to go further and further in order to sell my stuff, but maybe we'll find a solution. Have I been to this shop already? Yeah, I assumed so. Okay, I guess I will make this my mission. I will have to sell a lot more of those scrap metals so that we can buy again some more materials with which we are going to create a grinding machine for asteroids and planets so that we can build a system to actually make the blocks we need. It is finally the time. Since Schema is forcing us to be a lot more careful with our credits now, I think it is a valid time to actually set up a factory system which will work, which will be producing items all the time. And with one of the recent updates, it is actually a lot more possible than it was when I did the episode on that, the factory episode, which was quite a while back. So definitely the next time we will tend for a system, a chain of production and awesomeness. Now, to wrap up this episode, I want to apologize for the lack of Starmade videos in the past few weeks. If you haven't seen my channel update video, I have been getting married the past week, and it's been quite a busy week and also a beautiful week I could spend with my wife. I hope you weren't too disappointed. There have been lots of other videos and there has been a grand pause, but I'm back. For those who have asked, I will upload another channel update in order to inform you how it actually went and what happened, and maybe I will even show you a few things depending on what you really want to see. So now I'm back, and the next Starmade episode will definitely not take 2 weeks. Promise on that. But other than that, thank you so much for your patience, for watching, have a great time, and hopefully I'm gonna catch you the next time. Bye bye.